Dan Toombs, the Curry Guy here, and today I'm going to be making a base curry sauce from my new book, The Curry Guy Light. And this is a recipe, obviously it's a base sauce, so it's to be used in recipes that are like curry house style. So this is you'll be able to use this same stock, the same base stock, in any of the recipes from my previous books as well. Just a way of lowering the fat a bit and the calories. And it works really well. You will not be able to tell the difference at all. It's just a simple way of making a base sauce and making it healthy as well. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start by adding just 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil. Now, if you have tried my previous recipes, you'll know that usually I use a lot more oil. Today I'm just using 2 tablespoons. That's all you need. And then I'm going to add a kilo of roughly sliced onions and just a pinch of salt, which will help release some of the moisture from those. Now, you really could make this recipe without any oil at all, but I don't know if you've ever boiled onions before, but it leaves a really bad aroma in your kitchen. So by frying them a little bit first in some oil, it smells of fried onions, and we all know that smells nice. So I'm just going to let those fry for about a minute or so. So with these frying nicely, I'm going to add some other veggies. I've got a carrot, 1/2 tablespoon, one half bell pepper, 1/2 green bell pepper, and a little bit of cabbage, about 60 grams of cabbage. Let's pour that in there. You know, the measurements are not important. This is a healthy vegetable stock, really. Just put in there what you have on hand. Kind of keeping to my recipe, but you don't need to get your kitchen scales out. To this, I'm going to add about 5 centimeter piece of ginger and about 8 cloves of garlic, just roughly chopped. We're going to blend these all anyway. You could use garlic and ginger paste, a couple tablespoons. Now I'm going to add about 200 grams of chopped tomatoes. And the spices, you can add the spices whenever. I often add them at the end of cooking. Today I just want to get them out of the way, so I'm going to add them now. What I've got here is a tablespoon and a half of garam masala, tablespoon and a half of cumin, tablespoon and a half of ground coriander, tablespoon and a half of paprika, about a half teaspoon of turmeric, and you want to be careful. I got some ground fenugreek as well, and I'm putting about a tablespoon in there, but if you don't like the strong flavor of fenugreek, you can use less or completely omit it. And to that, I'm going to add about 1 liter of water. Just cover those vegetables. All right, I'm going to let this simmer now for about an hour, covered, and we'll come back and see how it looks. And we're back. This is smelling really nice. Just to turn it off. All I need to do now is blend it, and then we're going to add a little bit more water. so as you can see, we've got a nice thick stock now. This is the perfect time. If you're not using it all in one go, this is the perfect time to freeze it once it's cooled down a bit. So it won't take as much freezer space. In order to make it into a sauce that you can actually use in your curries, however, you need to add some water or some stock. You can add some chicken stock, for example, unsalted chicken stock if you're making chicken curries, and that's all you're going to be making. Or you can use lamb stock if you're making lamb curries. This is a perfect vegetarian, it will work with anything. It can work with vegetarian curries, chicken, lamb, whatever. Now in past books I've always given a measure, just kind of an idea, a guide as to how much water to add or stock. But really, you need to be the judge of that. Your stock needs to look like single cream, just really thin, like a stock should be. Even full fat milk thickness. That's still a bit thick, so I'm going to add a little bit more. And we'll add some more. So this is a 6 liter pot. I've got about 5 liters in there now. In my book I say it makes about 3 liters, which it does. That's where we started with, before we started adding water. We had about 3 liters or so. But don't pay attention too much to that. What you're doing is you're making a stock that will work in your curries. And that's the perfect consistency right there. I do give measures in my books, but you need to be the judge of that. Just a nice, smooth sauce which will work in your curries. So thank you very much for watching. With this stock you can do so much, and if you've got my previous books you'll know that. You can make anything from the mildest chicken korma right up to the spiciest lamb vindaloo. It's the base. It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It's a stock. And then you add things to that stock to make the different curries. So, a nice creamy, mild chicken korma could be made with it. If you want a really nice spicy vindaloo, you add the spices to it, as I say in my books. And that's how you do it. I mean, think of it as a vegetable stock or a chicken stock or something like that. You need to do stuff to those stocks to make them taste good or to make them different in each different recipe. And that's really what the base sauce is. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe. I've got a lot more videos on the way. Thank you.